So let's begin in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Back is straight. Take a deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. We're going to roll back the shoulders first. Just making some circles, warming up the shoulders. And then we'll go the other way. So reversing the circles here. Next, we're going to draw some circles with our nose. So inhale, bringing the head up and around. And then exhale, bringing your chin towards your chest. So just drawing circles here. Stretching into the back of the neck. And then we'll reverse the circle. If there's any area that you feel need a little bit more time and attention, just spending a little bit more time there. Perfect. We're going to walk the right hand over towards the right side, bring the left hand up and over, and then we'll swap sides, bringing the left hand down, right hand comes up and over, stretching into the side body. Do a few more of these. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up, and then left hand comes down, right hand comes up, stretching into the side body. Opposite side, we'll just spend a little bit longer here. So the tops of the fingers are being sent up and away. You can make a semicircle if you feel that there's a pinch in your shoulder, or you can bring your hand onto your chest or to the back of your neck. It's just paying attention to where you feel the stretch in your side body, and you want to keep your sit bones on the ground. So keeping the chest nice and lifted, not collapsing towards the mat. And we'll change sides. So the right hand comes up and over. Again, you can place your hand on your chest or on the back of your neck. Your elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling. You can come down onto your forearm if your sit bones are on the ground, and just keeping your chest open, breathing right down into the belly. Good. Coming back up to neutral spine now. We're going to do some seated cat-cows, so cactusing the arms out and then bringing the elbows in, rounding into the spine. Inhale to cactus the arms out, slight arch in the back, maybe looking up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, you bring the hands to the base of your neck, bring your elbows in. You can keep going here in your own breath, inhaling to arch, exhaling to round. Inhaling for your cow pose and exhaling for your cat pose. So just warming up the spine in all the different directions. Perfect. We'll take a twist here. So taking the left hand onto your right knee, bring the right hand to the base of your spine, inhaling to lengthen the spine, exhaling, we're twisting. So you can look over towards the side or behind your shoulder, wherever is most comfortable for your neck. With every exhale, maybe going slightly more into the twist. We'll switch sides. So the opposite hand comes onto the opposite knee. Left hand comes behind you this time. And then we're looking over our shoulder or out towards the side. So we'll come back to center. And we'll take a tabletop position, so stacking the joints one on top of each other, and from here we're going to come directly into our downward dog, so tucking the toes under, lifting the hips up, and we're going to sandwich the thighs to our stomach, so bringing the thighs and the stomach together, and then we'll extend the legs. So to sandwich, we're bending the knees generously, lifting the heels off the ground, and then we're extending back into our downward dog. Let's go again. So bending the knees, lifting the heels up, sandwiching the legs, and then bringing the heels down towards the ground, taking our downward dog. So one more time, and then bringing the heels down. One more time again, and bringing the heels down. Let's pedal out the legs here, so we're just bending into one knee, bending into the other, alternating between bending and flexing. Bending and straightening. So we're pedaling out the legs, walking our dog, and then we'll find our stillness. So our upside down V, long spine. Then we'll bring the knees back onto the ground and sit our hips down onto our heels. You can untuck the toes. We're going to come into child's pose. So just coming back to the breath, breathing into the belly. Just relaxing the forehead down, letting the weight of our upper body fall onto our legs. You can take a narrow or a wide child's pose, so it's up to you and how that feels. And then we'll move into an active child's pose, so coming up onto our fingertips, stretching into our arms. You'll feel it under your armpits and along your back body. You can maybe even walk your fingertips away from you while bringing your hips down onto your heels. Let's walk over towards the left side, so bringing the fingertips over towards the left side, stretching into the right side body. Maybe walking your hands slightly more away, see how that feels. Trying to keep your hips connected to your heels. Then we'll walk over to the opposite side, the right side. Stretching into the left side body. Again, trying to keep your hips connected or being drawn, pulled away from your hands. So they're stretching in opposite directions. Your hips are coming down towards your heels and your fingertips are moving away from your upper body. You can come back to center now. Come up onto your knees. You're going to interlace the hands, draw your palms of your hands down your back, and then we're going to lean forward and bring the hands over our head towards the ground. So the top of your head can come onto the mat towards your knees, and you're feeling the stretch in your shoulders, in your back, and in the back of your neck. You can have your palms together or apart, whatever feels most comfortable. And then we'll bring the arms back down and lift the head back up. You can release the hands. And we're going to come into a puppy pose. So coming back through the tabletop position, we'll bring the 4 hands down onto the mat. Bring the chest down towards the floor. And you can place your forehead on the ground. So it's just stretching into the arms again and into the armpits and the upper back. You can also bring your chin onto the mat, so bringing the chest even further down, and it's up to how that feels. You can stay on your forehead or on your chin. You can also walk your fingertips, your palms away from you. Just play around with the different variations. So breathing down into the belly, and next we'll come all the way onto the ground, bringing the belly down. So we're going to bring the chest completely down, bring your hands next to your chest and lift up, inhale into your Cobra. Let's make it an active Cobra, so you're going to lift the hands off the mat, squeezing into the glutes, pressing the tops of your toes into the mat. You can come all the way down, and then we'll take a wide Cobra, so you're bringing your hands to the outer edges of the mat and just lifting off your chest. Exhale to come down. Inhale, lifting up, you're looking over your left shoulder. Exhale, coming down, and then inhale, you're lifting up, looking over your right shoulder. Amazing. Exhale, coming back down, and we're going to stretch into our hip flexors. So just bend your left knee, place your hand on your foot, and then you're squeezing into your glutes, so you're feeling the stretch along your thigh, along your hip there, along your quad, bringing your heel in towards your bum, and then squeezing your glutes, pressing them down towards the mat. And then we'll swap sides, so right hand comes onto your right foot. We're squeezing the glutes towards the mat, stretching into the right hip flexors this time. So if you were sitting all day or do sit regularly, then your hip flexors get quite tight, and this is just a really nice gentle stretch to do before bed at the end of the day to to stretch out your hip flexors. So let's come into a shoulder stretch. We're going to bring the right hand underneath the left and just relax your chin down onto your arm. So you'll feel it on your right shoulder and on your left. You can walk your fingertips even more away. Maybe close down the eyes. And again, breathing down into your belly. So we'll swap sides. This time the left hand is coming down first and the right hand is going on top. And just relaxing the head down onto your arms. We'll just take a couple more breaths here. And we're going to roll over onto our back. So rolling onto our back, let's come into a happy baby pose. So we're going to bring the knees into our chest first. Maybe do some circles one way and the other way. And then we're going to bring the knees in towards our armpits, widening our legs. And you can stay here, keeping the feet flexed, or you can bring the hands into the inside of the knees, and then you're going to take hold of the outside of your feet. Flexing into the feet, bring the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, and then you're gently pulling the soles of the feet down towards you so the knees are opening more, coming down towards your armpits. So this is your happy baby, maybe rolling from side to side, massaging your lower back, keeping all of your back on the ground. Don't worry if your lower back lifts up. And then maybe straightening one leg. See how that feels. Straightening out the other leg. Again, maybe rolling from side to side. And then we're gonna come back into a little hug, so you can hug your knees into your chest and hug your head towards your knees, giving one knee a kiss, giving the other knee a kiss, giving yourself one last squeeze, and then relaxing all the way down onto the mat, taking your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So if you are going right into bed, you can take your Shavasana in your bed, just relaxing all of your muscles down, melting into the mat, melting into your bed. So just going back to your breath, taking a deep inhale through your nose, down into your belly, letting it fill up your belly's space, and then exhaling it through your mouth. So feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. Or if you're heading to bed now, just saying a thank you to your body and your mind and your soul for all practicing together. We're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you feel ready for bed. I hope you feel a lot less stressed, a lot looser, a lot more open. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more and like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.